I'm back with another video. I'm going to continue in Weaver's Fen. We're going to do the Starmetal run. If you saw one of my earlier videos, which I did today, I need no Starmetal, but you might, and this is a good place to get some. Alright, first of all, let me show you what we got from our last video. Basically, we got 424 silk threads. Not bad. That'll carry us quite a while. That'll make like 67 silks or something like that. Plus we got some of these glint strands and scale cord, which I can't use because I craft tier 5 now, but I can sell for those who craft tier 4. I'm desperately in need death mode, so I did find a few. Instead of fast traveling to Weaver's Fen settlement, I hoofed it on foot, and I went through a couple settlements, so I got some weapons, and I get some armor. I got a few armor pieces as well. Nice if you're a tier 3, if you're like in the 30s or 40s, and you'd like these kind of. You might like some of this stuff here. You can't. You can sell it for a couple of coins, but it's almost not worth it. So I almost salvage everything, weapons and armor related, unless I get something really good that I can sell and I can't use. So I'm going to go ahead and repair all here. And I'm going to salvage all these. And that should hopefully get my repair parts back up to the max 2000. Sometimes you get one of those little crafting things where you can get some extra XP for your crafting skills. Anyway, so I got 1998. So that's not bad there. I got plenty of room in my storage, my backpack storage I call it. So I'm not going to bother putting any of this stuff away. So we're just going to go right to it. Oh, I forgot it. Where's my manners? I forgot to give you away, say hello. Anyway, so now we're going to go, and let me show you where we're going to go. We're going to go out here, and this is a Weaver's Fen settlement. And we're going to go here, and we're going to go into this area here. So there's a good deal of Starmetal here. And there's actually some more down here, but as you can see, there's a level 55 major corrupted portal, which pretty much kills me pretty quick if I do it by myself. So I'm not going to be challenging that one. There is a 2-star fishing, they call it rare, 2-star fishing hole here, and that one's kind of fun. There's also some blight crags and stuff back in here. I do have this one faction mission. So I don't think that's elite. I took an elite mission. Where's that one? Yes, so here it is. So this is an elite mission, and they're a challenge. So it's a level 40. So that's going to be a challenge by myself. Even me, because I'm really just a low level 60. So I'm definitely going to have to make sure I know what I'm doing before I go there. I don't know what kind of enemies I'll be facing there, so I'll check that out first, whether they're lost or ancients or corrupt. I think that means they're corrupt. I'm not sure. So, of course it says 5 players, but I usually play alone, so I will attempt it by myself once I'm sure I know what I'm doing. I've got my heavy armor on, etc., etc. So I'm going to do this Starmetal run, and I might go in here and take care of this faction mission. We'll see. Okay, so off we're running. And there's no really any bad guys. There's a couple of goats or sheep, which are my favorites. By the way, I've made I don't know, 7 or 8 of these videos now, and excuse me. I actually have, went past it, I actually have professional commercial video production skills, which I haven't used in some years. So I thought to look up what's the best software for doing it right now in 2023, and it's basically all the same softwares that I was used to using. Premiere Pro being the king daddy still. Final Cut for those Mac users, but I'm on Windows, so I don't do that. Okay, so here's the first of our Starmetal, and there's other players running around right now, but they don't seem to be interested. Get a different spot here. Sometimes a node will get stuck and it'll look like you can collect it, but you can't. That happens in this game in certain places from time to time. So I'll go ahead and get these here. And I'll show you where they all are if no one else collects them. You can see the next batch over there in the distance behind me. And someone's going to collect one of these. Now they're level 40 players, so they're not going to get everything, and they're going to be slow about collecting. Now there's two ways you can go here to get to the next node. You can go the back way, which hopefully he's going to go because I'm going to go this way. You can go on either side, and I'm going to use my speed buff here. We'll wander around in the water. So it's just past the main entrance up here. I think I have a town project mission over here. I didn't see it. So here's the third area, and we have ourselves a winner here. One good thing about the low-level players is they just don't know the circuits as good as more experienced players, so they're less competition. So this is the third node here, third area, and the semi-cross over here. There's a springstone here, and there's a lever, you call it, over there. And then there's 3 more nodes over here. And then there's 3 more nodes out there on that ridge. And then 2 more, one really large one, just on the other side of the creek there. I'll show you that. I think that's where the fishing hole is too. So we'll get all these. And we had one other player who collected 2 of the nodes, but so far all the other ones have been here. These are out here. And they all seem to be here too. Well, lucky me. I could show you the actual nodes instead of just the rubble where they would be. I got another crate. So yeah, if you've been watching my videos, I get these crates pretty quick. When you're busy, you collect them. And while I was moving to Weaver's Fen Settlement from the spot of our last video on foot, I went through a couple of settlements, and I got got a whole bunch of supply crates. So, and I found a few notes that I had not read, so which tells me that I need to spend more time in Weaver's Fen. There's a lot of stuff here I haven't done. It's just a little out of my way and doesn't always provide much for me, so I've kind of neglected it a bit, but they do have a lot of death modes here. So I assume that sometime in the near future I'm going to be spending more time here. I did take on that elite mission, and we'll see how that works out. Okay, so I got that one, and then There's 2 more over here, and they're here too. Wow, everything was here. This is a competitive area, so there's quite a bit of. Sometimes you'll see 2 or 3 players running around. Like if you saw the Orichalcum in Eden Grove, you know, you could see I was competing with another player. And this is spread out enough that 2 players can canvas it and both do okay. You get about half. Of course, when you have to share everything with someone else, you end up with about half. This game is actually pretty, we'll say, democratic about that. So I'll go back the way we came. We went through here. And down, let's see, the fishing hole. Now, when you're coming back this way, this could be a little tricky getting up here, but the fishing hole is right there. And I really don't like to fish in videos, but we'll do just a little bit. I won't gear up properly. Normally I would don my fishing outfit. I'm going to do a fishing video. Let's see. I don't think I can actually cast from here. Let's try from here. No. Can't cast from here either, so let's try from here. Let's try this again. No, can't cast from there either. Where can I cast from? Here. Yeah. I can cast from here. And this is a level 2 fishing spot, so you can get some goodies here. Really, on these, the only thing I really hope for is to get some treasure chests and maybe hope to get a tier 5. You don't get a tier 5 very often from a level 2. Catfish is good for, you know, fish fillets and stuff like that. A lot of times if you only fish the active hot spots and you I took too far. And you only do the level 3 ones, you won't get any fish at all, or at least, you know, any regular fish. So you end up without any fish fillets. Might get some delicate, but you won't get any of the lower tier fish at all, which is both good and bad. Of course, if you're at an active level 3 hotspot, you need some regular fish, just cast outside the hotspot. You will. Tadpoles. I kind of don't like tadpoles, but they are useful for town projects, so I tolerate them. Isn't that mighty nice of me? Okay. I don't want to waste too much time here. I'll just grab a couple more. I always like fishing because it kind of changes the pace of the game. I'll do one more cast and then we'll leave here. Now see, I can't use my full cast here, and you notice it's more work effort to do your fishing really and a catch than it is where I can do a full cast. So just like the tips say in the loading screens, the longer the cast, the easier it is to fish. So this is a good example of that. And there's a few places where I can't max cast. Ah, treasure chest. That's great. Alright. I'll stop that there. Let's get out of here. And over here is where we had that Starmetal out here on this ridge. And you look, see. That's already replenished there. We just harvested it just a few minutes ago. In the old game, respawn rates were just incredibly slow. Everyone was fighting tooth and nail for resources. But now they pretty much all the resources, with the exception of the really big trees, spawn pretty quickly. So unless you want a really big tree, like an ironwood or weirdwood tree, pretty much everything else spawns quickly. And if you just absolutely have to have something, and you don't want to wait, well, I mean, you don't want to miss out, you wait. You just stand right there next to a stump and wait for it to respawn. And you'll get it. So, we'll check here. Oh man, I can't believe all this is already respawned. So there you go. So we went down to one end, started to come back, stopped, caught a few fish, and everything seems to have respawned. And so how much Starmetal do we have now? Okay, we're almost at 500. That's ridiculous. That's a lot. So it's really easy to, especially if no one else is harvesting, really easy to get what you want. Let's see, do I have a... Oh, there's the one I have the town project mission in. That area is pretty simple, except they have some angry earth with some blighters in there. That guy gets another thing if he thinks he's going to catch me. And they can really catch you off guard, So here, if you go the other way, there's a couple of lost there, or ancients. This would be the other way to take that first part of the journey. And here we go. All this is already respawned again. So we'll collect that. So we're going to get well over 500 here. Which is, I mean, this is a pretty quick trip. We're 17 minutes into the video, so a little bit of time, but for a new world, it's a pretty quick trip. Definitely rivals what we got in Brightwood. So you go to Brightwood, you come here, and if there's no competition, you're gonna have to basically, you're going to have to harvest a lot of iron ore in order to process this stuff. That's the problem. I get all this stuff, it's like, oh, and now I got to spend all day hunting down iron ore and cutting down trees. And you get the weird wood and the ironwood, you need lumber. Oh yeah, this is the one. See, some of the times a node will get stuck like that in the game. And it usually stays that way until they do the next update. So, for whatever that's worth. Okay, so we're only 17 minutes in. You want to go ahead and let's tackle this guy here. Search chest for Marauder Dispatch. Okay, so let's go do that. So we got a little time here. And like I was saying, I have skills at professional video production, so time permitting, I'll go back and maybe I'll clean up these videos and piece them down. I'll do a montage and piece all the good pieces, best collection stuff together, and give you prettier maps, and maybe clean up the audio. I don't have my Razer headset is really nice. It's a really nice headset. It has a USB device on it, a USB sound card. So when I'm listening on that USB sound card, it really is pretty much the best sound I have. But I think the microphone is really just made for gaming. It's really not made the way I'm using it. So if I'm going to record audio with voice audio for you, I probably need to find a better microphone solution. But, I forget how much my Razer headset cost, and I was looking for one that just had a simple mic to it, and it was actually a great value. So I typically don't make any recommendations, but if you're looking for a decent value quality product, I really like mine. How about that? Okay, so I got one. How many do I need? 6 more. So I'm gonna go look through all these houses here, and normally I don't show you any videos of this because well, you know, you're gonna play the game too, and so you're gonna see all this anyway. But I'll go through this one as just a typical run. And normally, you know, I don't need a mission to go through here. I'll just come through these just to get supplies, because, as I've said quite a number of times, you never get enough supplies. Nothing in this one. There is one in here, though. So until I, one nice thing about these missions, until I get all the chests that I need, remember when they turn gold, you have to use your special abilities on them to break it. Until you get all the chests you need for the mission, all the chests they have a marker in them, so you can see once you get close enough. So if there's no marker, there's no chest. So there's no point in doing it. I got some loot, nothing major, but I did get. You saw me when I all those weapons and armor that I salvaged. Those were all from just the 2 little areas I visited on the way to Weaver's Fen Settlement. So that was good. Got a little bit of coin. Beeped up my repair parts back to near full. So this is basically it. So if you're not like a level 35, 40 player, this is going to be a challenge for you. Unless you have a real powerful weapon of some kind. But if you're a level 60 player, you just whiz right through this here. Especially if you have a good weapon like my sword. Let's see, nothing there. Let's keep going around. I'm looking for that marker. Shows me that there's a chest there somewhere. I don't see one here. Don't see one here. Oh, there's one up here. Yeah. See, there it is right there. So there's plenty of buildings here, so I'm sure I'll find them all. There's one. I think it's in Everfall, where there's more chests than there are spots. There is actually enough chests, but one is kind of away from all the main ones. So there's a couple like that. So you have to go there. These guys here, they'll go. See, they'll do that on you. They have the ones that are explosive, and yeah, it's really hard to get away from when they explode. But you can use your shield to prevent any damage from them. So if you use a sword and shield, the shield is good for that. Did I see one up here? Yeah. Fire breather there. That's 5. So you got 6 here. I'll just jump out the window there. 6 here. And so these this is a faction mission, but sometimes they're town project missions as well. So they really do a nice job of helping you boost your supplies at the same time. So you can't hurt him until I do something special, and then he's basically defenseless. Now I'm sure there's one of those the explosive guys look like this. By the way, there's a special boss that pops up all over the map, Raffle Bones, and it's pretty easy to when you see him, he often looks like he's running away, but he's just running around. So it's pretty much easy to catch up to him and finish him off. and he drops obsidian gypsum, which you of course can use to. You get 3 of those, you can get an orb, or a gypsum orb, which of course always comes in handy. Alright, so we've done this area, so I'll just scoot out of here. Find my way out. So since I'm blessed with good weapons, I don't have to really worry about any of these guys here. Like I said, if you're like under level 40, you're gonna find this one quite challenging. But of course, you know, the rewards you'll get are also nice. So, all right, so back I'm on the road home here. So they're almost always worthwhile, and always got to look out for the notes, documents. Fill those up because you get XP for those. So until you hit level 60, all that stuff counts. And this is some mission I've done. So let's see. You want to check to see if those. So someone is mining this ore here, and we've got plenty. So he's already gotten all that over there. So I really don't want any more. Like I said, I'm gonna have to do plenty of grunt work to refine it all. So we'll just get back to the settlement here, and I'll wrap up this video. So like I said, time permitting, I'll apply some of those video skills I have, and I looked to see what was best used, and I saw there's one free one. I think it's called Shotcut, and I'm going to try out. But I have Premiere Pro, the latest version, and After Effects, so I know how to do all that fancy stuff. But that's time consuming, so I want to try to keep it short and sweet and do it as best. And most of the other video editors listed are, you know, they want $100 for them or $50 or whatever, but I don't see any need to pay for those if a free one will do the job, which I'll find out. I'm going to play with it and see, and I can always use my Premiere Pro. I don't know if I have it actually installed since I haven't been doing any media production. I haven't done some, and really I just do lately about the only thing I've been doing is interactive forums and things. Anyway, so I think we'll just stop this video here. Let's say I'll give you a wave. So long. See you later, and thanks for watching.